Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Man, I got you. Check 37. Check 37. Keep it skinny. Front 61. Matchbox.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Cluster.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Chargers.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Delta!
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Rocket! Army. 12.
From the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10.
Topper, topper! Slam, slam, slam! Back, back, back! Bam, bam! Lee Griffin!
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th rounder from Stanford. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Greystone, Travis. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Sam off. Now.
On 2nd down now. It's Love. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Drop, rock it, rock it. 5.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
18 games, 6-6, pull it high. Push him back. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
They'll run on 1st down. Barnes. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pilot, 64, whip. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Joker, 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 joker. You're out. Undercrush, undercrush.
On 2nd down, Love shifts by him, and the ball comes out. Love lost it, and picked up by the Chargers. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
No score after one on EA Sports.
390.
Let's go, D.
Round.
51 the mic.
Come to my work. 300.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Check three.
Throwing again. Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the rookie from Vandy, J-Ron Williams, with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10. On first down, here's Love. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Love. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Love. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to set up for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Here's Love. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Bryce Love, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, shoot!
Mike 51!
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Malik Collins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Take 4! Now!
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Switch gears. Check.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Get that ball. Check it hungry.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of his end zone, Rivers. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On second down now, it's Love. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Topper! Ready!
On the carry, it's Love. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bryce Love, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
16. Chargers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Hey, Orbit.
51 to Mike. Mike 51. Check.
Rerun.
Check. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
300.
Here's Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run again with Love on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6-6, pull it high.
I'm going to run you over.
On second down, it's Love. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game. And
he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, Locke. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And picked up by the Chargers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Kill.
Hey, downtown!
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll go again with Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Load it. Q.
51, Mike, 51. Check tight. Check tight.
Hey, Charlie,
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down. Rivers pass on target to Hunter Henry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. 11 yards there, first down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Switch.
Hey, Rocket. Hey, Delta. Smoke. White, 89.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
No game on this defense, no game. Check 31, check 31.
Red Delta.
Again, it's Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Hey, 79. 79.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming. Wild Bill. 51.
Third and long for Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Love. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. On first and 10, here's Locke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. The 40. The 30. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big run that time by Bell. 87 yards. So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
12. Bravo.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go. Tighten up.
They'll try again with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. From the gun, Rivers. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call, because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Watch twist. Watch twist. No.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Here's Rivers. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
And let's pin the mirror. Hey, exit.
Now Rivers on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Love again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On third down, it's Love. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Denver, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5.